This is a presentation about the Performance Audit Report on Biosecurity Queensland's management of agricultural pests and diseases. Please note this is a summary of the report to Parliament. The full report can be read on our website. Queensland's agricultural industries are significant contributors to the state's economy. Therefore, keeping pests and diseases from entering, establishing or spreading in the Australian landscape is critical. In Queensland, the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries, through Biosecurity Queensland, is responsible for leading Queensland's biosecurity preparedness and responses and building Queensland's biosecurity capability. On 1 July 2016, a new Biosecurity Act 2014 commenced that replaced several separate pieces of legislation. The new Act imposes a general obligation on everyone in Queensland to prevent or minimise the impact of biosecurity risks. In this audit, we focus on how well Biosecurity Queensland measures and reports on the efficiency and effectiveness of its detection, response, and management initiatives and activities. Entities responsible for biosecurity can implement various types of activities and initiatives in response to a specific biosecurity threat, which include prevention, detection, eradication, containment, and ongoing management of pests and diseases. We selected 3 activities to audit. Firstly, Biosecurity Queensland's response to the 2015 outbreak of the Panama tropical race 4 disease in bananas in North Queensland. The Panama program aims to contain the disease and to ensure industry resilience and sustainability. Secondly, the management of wild dogs. This is an ongoing pest management response. Biosecurity Queensland is one of many entities responsible for implementing the Queensland Wild Dog Management Strategy, which aims to minimise the impact of wild dogs. Lastly, we examined Biosecurity Queensland's state-funded surveillance activities. These activities aim to provide early detection of biosecurity threats and ensure market access. Biosecurity Queensland is delivering the activities and outputs it has committed to in most cases, but cannot always demonstrate that it has successfully achieved the ultimate aims or outcomes of its programs. The effectiveness and value of Biosecurity Queensland's contributions are not always clear or easy to measure when it shares responsibility for managing pests and diseases with other entities. Wild dog management and surveillance activities are examples of this. Although Biosecurity Queensland has met most of its commitments in the Wild Dog Management Strategy, it is unclear what benefits have resulted from the state's investment in wild dog management. Biosecurity Queensland has collected limited data, and the Queensland Dog Offensive Group has not evaluated the strategy to date. This is not the case for the Panama program. Biosecurity Queensland is still leading the response, and test results show its containment measures have succeeded so far. The disease cannot be eradicated, so Biosecurity Queensland has worked to extend the time it and the banana industry has to develop strategies to manage the disease in the long term. Although Biosecurity Queensland has implemented new systems and technology to improve efficiency, limited data prevents it from knowing whether its activities are as efficient as possible. Biosecurity Queensland does not yet have mature systems for measuring, monitoring, and reporting on the resources used to deliver its activities. Recognizing this weakness, Biosecurity Queensland is investing in systems to provide the information it needs to monitor efficiency. Our observation of the systems it uses to capture and maintain surveillance and diagnostic data indicates that systems can still be optimized. We found that for the Panama program and wild dog management, strategies, objectives, and performance indicators were developed. However, the performance indicators developed are not specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and timed, referred to as SMART. Biosecurity Queensland has not yet developed a specific strategy or operational plan for state-funded surveillance activities, so it is not able to develop meaningful measures or assess effectiveness of delivery. In relation to its wildlife management activities and surveillance activities, Biosecurity Queensland has not driven or coordinated the collection and analysis of consistent, reliable data to measure performance and inform decision-making. Biosecurity Queensland's internal reporting arrangements do not inform senior management about whether its biosecurity activities are effective. They focus on outputs or actions performed, rather than on progress towards achieving outcomes. Biosecurity Queensland has not focused on evaluating the success of its activities, including the key information it and others need to undertake an evidence-based assessment of its performance. Acknowledging the gap, Biosecurity Queensland is now developing an impact and investment framework to help it to evaluate its key activities and demonstrate their impacts. Biosecurity Queensland is not yet able to monitor or report on the efficiency of its biosecurity activities. It does not currently capture reliable and consistent data on the costs of inputs and outputs. However, it has recently committed to implementing an electronic time recording system to help overcome this information gap. It has also started to develop performance indicators and targets to measure efficiency as part of the new impact and investment framework. Biosecurity Queensland is focused on improving the efficiency of its biosecurity activities and initiatives through innovation and new technology. However, there is still scope to achieve further efficiencies such as one single integrated information management system across all business areas, online collection and distribution of biosecurity information, and a full biosecurity intelligence capability. We made 5 recommendations to the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries to enable it to better understand and manage its biosecurity activities. This will increase the likelihood that its performance does deliver the intended outcomes in the most effective way. Recommendations were also made to the Department of Agriculture to identify and consider further efficiency improvements. Thank you for listening. We trust this presentation has been of value. For more information on the issues, opportunities and recommendations highlighted in this summary presentation, please see the full report, Biosecurity Queensland's Management of Agricultural Pests and Diseases, on our website under Reports and Resources at qao.qld.gov.au.